Hello everyone and welcome back to my Hypnotherapy Q&A series. In this series, I'm answering some of the most common questions people have about hypnotherapy, including questions that you may have wondered about but perhaps feel a little bit shy to ask. So today, let's explore a fascinating questions. Can hypnosis recover forgotten memories? Maybe you've seen hypnosis in movies where someone goes into trance, go back into childhood, and suddenly remember exactly what's happened. But your memories doesn't quite work like that. Think about a video recorder. If you record something on a video, you can go back later and watch exactly what the video captured. Your brain is not a video recorder. When we experience something, your brain is taking in information, interpreting it, connecting it with emotion, past experiences, and storing different aspects of that experience. And when we remember it later, we're not simply pressing play. We are reconstructing the memories. That's one reason memory can influence by things that happen after the original events. And when we have some fascinating research showing just how flexible memory can be. One of the best known researchers in this area is the psychologist Elizabeth Loftus. Those work on false memories demonstrate what is known as a misleading information introduced after events can influence what a person later remembers. Memories can be altered, modified. For example, as a police interview, imagine someone witnessed a car accident. Later, they ask questions about what's happened. If the questions are completely neutral, that's one situation. But imagine someone repeatedly suggests a particular details. You saw the car speeding, didn't you? Or they introduce information that was not actually there. Over time, that information can become incorporated into the person's recollection. This is one reason modern approach to investigate interviewing people on avoiding leading question and suggestion. And this is extremely important when we talk about hypnotherapy. Because hypnotherapy can involve focus attention, imagery, expectation, and suggestion. Research, especially examining hypnosis and memories, has found that hypnosis doesn't reliably improve accurate recall. A 2025 review of research by Stephen J. Lin that in some studies, people report memories of events that had never happened. Another opposite opinion, Clough, demonstrates sometimes hypnosis doesn't always produce memories error, such as case of dissociative identity disorder. Collaborate a number of hypnotically memories of sexual abuse reported by patients in these clinical practices. This is often called dissociative amnesia, the one of the most debated in psychology. So if someone experiences a memory during hypnosis, we don't have a guarantee that every detail of the memory is accurate. We can approach it with curiosity. That's why I believe the role of a hypnotherapist is really important here. I think my goal is not necessarily to uncover a perfect explanation from the past. Instead, I can explore with my client, what does your mind immediately tell you? What do you believe about yourself in that moment? What does this feeling need? And is where hypnotherapy can become very interesting. We can work with the emotion, the feeling, the belief, and the behavioral pattern that are happening today. We can work with those experiences without claiming that we discover one specific event from childhood that cause everything. We can approach it with curiosity. We have some idea about the root cause, and we don't necessarily have to say, this is exactly what's happened. Is why this is really important. So, can hypnosis recover forgotten memories? I think it may bring images, feeling, or association into awareness around memories. And sometimes is where the real therapeutic work begins. So if you have another question about hypnotherapy that you always wanted to ask, leave it in the comments or send me a message, and maybe your question will be the next one we explore together. I will see you in the next episode of the Hypnotherapy Q&A series. Thank you for watching.